Everybody, and welcome to the pre-show. We're going to be taking a look at a new upcoming Kubota DLC for everybody, as well as a new map in Bloomfield, Canada. How is everyone today? And of course, our countdown timer is completely messed up. Hold on, people. Let's get this fixed. There we go. That's close enough. Caleb Whalen Bergdis, Mr. Jenner 4, Rubber Burner, the map author himself. Oh, just drive over that car. Chad Ray, how is everybody doing today? Thought we'd start out the stream doing a little harvesting. We'll get down to Kubota business here in about 10 minutes. 8 minutes, really. Oh, Ray, it's all good. It's all good. You're recovering. Right, every day is hopefully a little bit better than the last. Rabbitman39, how are you? Matt, how are you doing? Remember, everybody, to check out the link that is pinned in the chat to enter to win a chance for the Kubota DLC. We're going to be giving away a copy on the 27th at the end of our launch party. Well, good morning, Rabbit Man. How is it? 1 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Up late or up early? Which is it? Dwayne, welcome. Dwayne's the architect of our Kubota DLC, or Kubota races we're going to be having on Monday night. It's a little orange and black. Just might be. You never know. There's a new brand in town. Henry, what's up? Got a lot to talk about, a lot to show off. Got a M8 here running with rear duals. Rear dualies. Oh, look. Can't get too close, you won't be able to see it. Oops. Oh, well, thank you for staying up late. Don't feel you have to stay up the whole time. There's always the replay. Workbench. Thought he released an old tractor. Of course, she probably released that old tractor a long time ago. I just hadn't been over that Discord for a while. Fred, long time no see. How's it go? Head back to the farm, and then it'll be just about time to show off all this lovely equipment. Now, after the stream, we're going to jump straight into a map premiere for East Vineland, New Jersey map. But then tomorrow morning, we are going to have the Polish map that got released today released into the channel. A lot of maps got released recently. We are finally getting caught up. So I'm not too far back then, if it finally got released this week. It's freezing where Fred is. Hey, those guys down south, they are always opposite. What's up with that? It's summer, they're winter. We're winter, they're summer. They must be royally confused when we have our Winter Olympics. And it's like, dude, it's like 150 outside. How many of you guys already have the Year 1 Season Pass? If you do, you will be getting this automatically on Tuesday. Except, well, I guess if you've got the Season Pass from Giants, you will have to log in and download it. If you've got the Season Pass from Steam, it should just automatically show up. Chris is all set, ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, we are about ready to jump into the real show. Counter is a little bit off because it was frozen earlier. Breezy's ready to go. Dwayne is ready to go. Hold on to your seats, people, because here we are. Rutinator, it is not released yet. Coming soon to the Giants modhub. That's why this is a 2-for-1 first look. This is Bloomfield Scooter's Workbench. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Farm Sim 22. We are in store for some fun tonight. We're going to take a first look at both the Kubota DLC and Bloomfield, Canada, a map soon to be released over on the Giants modhub for all platforms. We've been teasing you guys during the pre-show, driving around in this lovely M8. Set up with dualies. Without further ado, though, let's take a closer look at all the fun stuff that is coming in the Kubota DLC on Tuesday, June 28th, next Tuesday. Those trees on, yeah, that map had a ton of trees. Let's go over here. I've got all the fun stuff set up. Front of the silos, how is everyone? Before we broke, I asked everybody who had the season pass and therefore who was ready for the Kubota DLC already, because, well, it is a part of the year one season pass. All right, let's go ahead and do a rundown real quick and take a look at then all of the Kubota stuff in the shop. Right up here at the start, we've got the M5. This is the small little narrow tractor, perfect for vineyards and olive groves. And then move on to the M6. I have it connected to the LA 2255 front loader. Then we have the M7, and I have connected to the M77 front loader. We have the M8. This one is configured with narrow tires and front weights. We have the Kubota R640 front loader. We have the SLV 97, skid steer tracked version. The SSV 75 skid steer wheeled version. And then something we're going to become really familiar with on Monday night. A pair of side-by-sides. We've got the 4-seater right here. And then we have the 2-seater. It's a little sidekick. And I have to say, these are pretty cool because of the fact that these are completely different models. I was kind of figuring they would be kind of the same model and just maybe a little different chassis config. But no siree, these are completely different. Now, let's take a look at all this stuff in the shop. So the easiest way to find it is, of course, going to go down here to mods and DLCs to the Kubota pack. So here we are, M5. This is the little skinny baby. Perfect for going between those rows of grapes or olives. You can get it with standard Trelleborg tires or Vandersteen tires. Front weight, as in no. Or we can iterate through various front weight packs. 90, 180, 270, 360, 450. Then we have an engine setup of the M5-091er. 92 horsepower. We can go to the M5 111, which is 106 horsepower. We can add the Azara Pro if we are using the Precision Farming pack. And, well, of course, we have our choice of license plates. Here we have Kubota Love. Front and rear. M6 is next up on the product stack. We have this in Trelleborg in standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, narrow tires, and I have to say, I kind of like these narrows. They don't look like little toothpick tires like we see on some tractors. Rear twins. Twins all around. We have Michelin standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wides with weights, narrow tires. Again, the Michelin narrows look pretty good. Rear twins. Twins all around. Continental tires in standard wheel weights. Wide with weights. Narrow Continentals once again look absolutely stunning. Rear twins. You know what's coming up next, don't you guys? Twins all around. Midas tires, standard, wheel weights, wide, wide with weights, rear twins, twins all around. And Vertestein, standard, wheel weights, wide, wide with weights, narrow tires, rear twins, twins all around. Not done. We have a Nokian wide tires. Then we get front 3-point hitch, or we can have a front weight bar, but with no weights. 90, 180, 270, 360, 450 kilogram front weights. Front loader attacher, yes. And we have the Kubota front loader attacher. Right there, comes with a nice little toolbox. We have the M6 101, 104 horsepower. We have the M6 111, 114 horsepower. The 131, which is 132 horsepower. 141, which is 141 horsepower. And we can add the Azara Pro Compact passive sensors once again. And we have our front and rear license plates. Then we move up to the M7 series, a little bit bigger tractor, a little bit more features and functionality. We have the Trelleborg in standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights. Narrows, once again, are absolutely fabulous. Love the fact that we don't have the little skinny old baby narrow tractors or tires. Narrow rear twins, narrow twins all around, rear twin wheels, regular twins, Michelin standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, narrow tires, narrow rear twins, narrow twins all around, rear regular twins all around. And then we have Continental S standard, wheel weights, wides, wide with weights, narrows, narrow rear twins, twins all around, rear twins, twins, regular twins. Vertestein, and guess what? We have the assortment of tires, do we not? Weights, wide, wide weights, narrows, rear twins, narrow twins, regular twins in the rear, regular twins all around. Nokian communal tires, warning signs, so we can add the warning signs on the front. Or we could say, no, go away. We don't want the warning signs. Front weights, we can go with 3-point hitch, or we can add the weight bar, or again in 90 kilogram increments, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, 540, back to 300 or 3-point hitch. We have the front loader attacher for the Kubota. Then we have the engine M7 132, 157, or sorry, 152, which is 148 horsepower, 172, which is 168 horsepower. We get the Azara Compact Pro once again, and we have our license plate on our exhaust and on the rear. Ooh, we move up to the back daddy of Kubota tractors in the M8 series. This is the one that we were driving around earlier. We have Trelleborg standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, wide 2, wide with weights 2, rear twins, twins all around, rear twin wheels 2, twin wheels all around 2, and narrow tires. Not a fan of these narrows. These are a little bit too pencil-y thin for me. Why can't we not have the M7 narrows? Seriously. Then we go to Michelin in standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, rear twins, twins all around, sorry. Rear twin 2, twin all around 2, narrow tires, Continental in standard, weights, wide with weights, rear twins, twins all around, rear twin 2, twin all around 2, Midas standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, rear twins, twins all around. And guess what? We have a second iteration of twins, wider, and oh my gosh, that is some serious monster trucking right there. Vertestein in standard, wheel weights, wide, wide with weights, rear twins, twins all around, wide rear twins, wide twins all around, and Nokian in communal, and wide tires. 3-point, we can get a weight bar, or we can add weight stacks, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400. Back to front wheel weights. We have a front loader attacher for the big Kubota front loader. Then we have the M8 181 at 180 horsepower and the M8 201 at 200 horsepower. We get the Azara Pro once again if we have the precision farming enabled, and we have Kubota Love right there on the stack. Now notice when we do go to the 200 horsepower, I thought we also would get the But we also got a bigger exhaust stick in there. There we go. Oh, we're only halfway done, people. Oh my gosh. Then we have the wheel loader. Slightly less wheel configures for this one. We have Trelleborg front twin wheels. Vierstein, I like these. I like these a lot. Then we have our license plate there on the bottom. And on the rear. We have the small SSV 75 wheel loader. We have choice of adding additional weights to the rear. We have 45 kilogram, 90 kilogram, or 135 kilogram weight packs that we can add to the rear of this unit. We have the tracked skid steer, no configuration options on that. Then we have the RTV 8XG 850 Sidekick side by side. This is the 2-passenger version. We can get it in standard, or we can add a 3-point hitch to the rear. And then under design, we can add a bull bar, if you will, to the front. There you go. And then we have the last side by side. We have the 4-seater. Now this one has a couple configuration options. You notice we have, and we saw in the back sheet, capacity 280. Well, we can change that to capacity 1000. And notice that the rear seats fold up. This whole bed extends out. And now we can hold 1,000 liters. Let's go back and take a look at this. So here we can see the rear seat. We can see the extra capacity right here, folded up. And when we lay it back down, oops, there you go. You can see this lays down. The whole thing slides forward. And now it becomes a 2-seater with additional rear capacity. We can get design 1. We can get a bull bar on it. We can add also a front winch. Man, do I wish that winch worked. Then we have our front license plate and our rear license plate. Now take a look here. We're going to look at this in closer detail, but look at this engine on the rear of this particular side-by-side. And then let's take a look at this one. Like I said, they are completely different. Completely different setups, completely different models. And then we move on to the small front loader. That's going to be for the M6. And then we have the M77 front loader for the M7 and M8 tractor. And that, guys, is a run-through of the Kubota DLC with the shop. Let's go over here and just take a little closer look at all of them. So we have the M5. Again, this is a little skinny one. There you go. It says narrow on it. Got a little toolbox. Battery box. Something down there. Let's jump in the little narrow baby. Do have lights. Oh, take a look at the little stick. I don't know if you can see it. Pay attention to the little stick. It rotates when we turn our lights on and off. Nice in-cab animations. Nice labels on things. Oh, I thought I saw the key. Pay attention to the key. Oh, it does. It turns. The key turns when you turn it on and off. Neat. All right. The M6. There we go. Let's disconnect our front loader. Take a little closer look at this thing around. So we have the front loader attachment, which includes a toolbox here. This one does have the front 3-point on it. But something else I noticed on these is, take a look at the rear PTO. Okay, you got the rear PTO on that one. And then we have the rear PTO on this one. Okay. Then we have the rear PTO on this one. It's a completely different material. I don't know if it's because we have a higher horsepower at this point, that we have shifted from whatever, you know, a silver material to that material there, whatever color that is. Which is then even still a completely different material from the M8. I'd love to know somebody that knows these Kubotas if those PTOs are really that different in real life. Then we have our front loader, our attachments, decals all over the place. There we go. Little joysticks moving for the front loader. Woo, 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 woo. What's that little rumble going on? Dang, that sounds nice. Here, let's turn the music off so you can hear that. Listen to that rumble. Oh, that's cool. We got a readout down here. It's showing our, I don't know what that's showing. Engine speed, maybe? Oh, is that fuel usage? Yeah, I think that's showing fuel usage down there. Let's check our lights. Cool little rumble going on. Yeah, I know the different shapes, but I'm just talking about the different color PTOs. Let's move on to the M7. M7 Premium KVT. The M777 wheel loader, or front loader. Got hookups down here. There's a joystick for that one. Just giving it a little listen to. Darren with the super chat, 8-month Farm Baron membership. Thank you very much for that. Let's go check out the M8. The M8 has something really cool I want to show you. Right here. So if we look here, it says hydraulic oil. Right? It says hydraulic oil under the steps. And I was looking earlier and I was like, there's this fuel level or hydraulic oil level gauge here. Really cool detail there. Now this one has the Narrows on it. So I wasn't a big fan of the M8 Narrows. We were driving this around earlier when we were hauling our canola. I believe they are CVT transmissions, if I'm remembering the back sheet correctly. I like that. Oh, we don't have a key on this one. We don't have a light stick either. We do have light indicators up here, though, showing you which lights are turned on. Kubota is Korean, if I am remembering correctly. So here we have our wheel loader. This one I have in the Vertestein tires. Japan, there we go. Leave it to me to not remember right. There's our joystick. Yeah, do a little roundy. Light switches. Decent visibility. That's why a lot of people, including myself, seem to think that possibly we're going to be looking at an Asian map expansion that is going to be coming in Phase 4. Of course, all that is pure speculation. Then we have our tracked skid steer. Getting our tracked skid steer, why don't we? Oh, it would be cool if that's a rear camera. It'd be cool if that was a live camera, would it not be? Some bright lights. Bright lights, big city. Oh, some of that. Cool little wind down on the engine. Rabbit Rob, what is up? Then we have the smaller Kubota. This one I did add the rear weight packs to. Oh, the animation on the seat. It just feels like the engine's behind you. Oops. The new map is Bloomfield, Canada. It has been submitted to the Giants Mod Hub. Come back a few times for fixes, hoping to have a release by early July. And then we got the whole completely different rear end on both of these side-by-sides. Then when we can hit the other configuration, the whole rear seat folds up. Really cool, interesting contraption. I want to take this, go down the road and see how much suspension travel we have. Oh, we got some suspension travel. Might be a little hard to see, but we got some. There, we get to see it a little bit. That's a completely different rear end on the Sidekick. This one's a bit faster. Oh, a whole lot faster. I don't know if this one's faster than the, I don't know where I am now. Oh, over here. I don't know if this one's faster than the Kubota or not. Not the Kubota, but the Mahindra. Oh, we got the key change too. So right below the LCD there is the key. We turn it on, the key rotates. That is pretty dang cool, people. I like it. I like it a lot. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? Ubrick, what is up? Oh, there is Kubota Clothing. You are correct. Where do we go for that? Wardrobe. Let's go take a look. So we have some Kubota Clothing. Where is it? Shirts. Oh, there we go. We got a Kubota sweatshirt. We have a Kubota t-shirt. We have a dark Kubota sweatshirt. We got a Kubota jacket. Oh, a fancy like Kubota polo. And we'll put that on. And we move down here. Do we have Kubota pants? Well, we might as well have Kubota pants. They say Husqvarna, but I mean they're orange. They're orange and black. Let's see, do we have... Oh, we got a Kubota hat. We got to put on a... Oh, there you go. Real boys wear pink. Oh, we're styling now. There we go. There we go. There's our Kubota shirt. In our pink Kubota hat. There we go. Let's go and turn that back on. Check for disable. Farmhand for 3 months. Thank you very much, sir. Being a farmhand. There we have our tools. Kubota stud. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we've added Kubota as a color option. Let's go to our shop. We're going to go to what? Front loaders. And we have... Nope. Don't see it there. We go down to front loader tools. So we can't change any of those. With a primer, what's a primer? Oh. There's no assurance that that's going to have the passenger capability added. So they're not adding it to every single vehicle. I believe the blog post said that they're going to add it to trucks and cars. For sure. Dive on in there. Let's run this down to the mill. Oh, you've seen it. Well, we'll have to try it out on Monday. Although I don't think we're going to be racing very fast with that. The front weights. Let's check. Agco weight. No, I mean, we got that orange. So we could see what that orange looks like. Wrong track. I think it's too orange for this. Yeah, I don't think that works. I think that's different. Let's just drop that over here. And we never tried that. Maybe in another update. Now, there's a lot of cool things that they have added in the 1.6 update. The 1.6 update has fixed the whole missing key bindings thing when you add a mod from the downloadable content page. Iconic. Right here, Iconic has a mod that is pending release to be for the 28th. That is going to include a whole bunch of Kubota implements. Let's get out of the... Oh, we got these duels. We gotta watch out. The fast baler. I don't have the fast baler activated. But I think it's less than 200 horsepower. That's the problem when I run the mod folders. Because, well, the only mods that I have activated right now are a very few select. There are 2 people, as far as I know, 1 passenger can be in the sidekick and 3 passengers can be in the other one if it is configured at the 280 limit. There are 2 different configuration options for the 4-passenger side by side. You can get it with 1,000 liter capacity or 280 liter capacity. In the 280 liter capacity, it seats 4. In the 1,000 liter capacity, it only seats 2. So we'll take a look at all the shop configs again at the top of the hour. So just a mere 20 minutes away. But we are, as we are driving down here, let's take a look at this wonderful map. We are on Bloomfield. That is a map that is based in Canada. The map includes a custom growth calendar. The map includes a custom soil map, if I am remembering correctly. In fact, we can go ahead and take a look at that because I have already exposed the soil. Indeed, we do have a custom soil map. And we can also look at the growth calendar. Indeed, we have a custom growth calendar. And if all goes well, the goal is to have this release on July 1st, which is a rather special day for our neighbors to the north. Now, right now it is pending testing, a 3rd round of testing. So we'll just have to see if it does indeed get completed through the testing process so it can indeed be released on July 1st. If not, then of course it's going to get released as soon thereafter as possible. This one is made by Mr. Rubber Burner himself. He was in chat. I don't know if he's still hanging out or not. Alien Jim is in the house. Scott, we're not doing a giveaway today. We are driving on top of track cars today. Today we are entering to win the giveaway. The giveaway drawing will be on Monday night, June 27th. It is indeed. GoldenEye, it is indeed. This is a regular 2X map because it is planned for release on all platforms. Dwayne, I showed Alien Jim your tracks. He liked them a lot. Actually made him reminisce about some things he made in 17. know what? Now that we have our one field harvested, we can do some field work with our big old Kubota. Now, anyone who does not want to try their luck at the giveaway, who does not have the Year 1 Season Pass already, because the Kubota DLC is going to be available with the Year 1 Season Pass. If you are wanting to just go ahead and pre-order, if you wouldn't be so kind, I have affiliate link down in the description below, down in the Giant Software section, to use my partner code for the Kubota DLC. Or if you happen to not have any of the paid DLC, the Antonio Cario pack and the Kubota DLC are both part of the Year 1 Season Pass. If you haven't picked up the Antonio Cario pack, maybe you just want to go ahead and pick up the Year 1 Season Pass. What we've got is half of the Season Pass already known. Antonio Cario and the Kubota DLC. Ray, that is correct. The M8 is 200 horsepower at the top end engine. I believe it's 180 to 200 horsepower are your two options. We have two more expansions coming. One is hinted at things to do more efficiently. So I am thinking the third update is going to be related to bigger farm machinery. I know lots of people have been wanting bigger machinery. I think that's what update 3 is. Then update 4 is going to be a whole new map, a big expansion, lots of new vehicles and machines for Farm Sim 22. I'm thinking it's going to be an Asian themed map. We have Kubota now. We had Azaria, which was the sole Japanese tractor in the base game, right? And when you think about what is coming as far as an expansion goes, you got to think in your head, what's not being represented very well in the base game? A single Japanese tractor, to me, means that there's more Japanese stuff coming, or Asian themed stuff coming in the future. Now we have Kubota. We have a whole fleet of Japanese branded vehicles. No doubt, I suspect we're going to have a Japanese style map, or an Asian style map possibly coming in the expansion. Now, something else that I think is going to be a killer feature, and quite frankly, it's something that we've been running all live stream, is you now have the ability in 1.6. Now remember, all of this is subject to change between now and Tuesday. Although I have to say, realistically, I don't see it changing that much. You now have the ability to change your frame rate limiter. Scott, explanation giveaway is all you need to do. So take a look here. We're running 90 FPS locked. So I changed the frame rate from 60 FPS to 90 FPS. And I tell you, this is running smooth as silk on my high frame rate monitor, high refresh rate monitor. So you have choices of 30 frames, 60 frames, 90, 144, 120. And it may go higher than that, I'm not really sure. But we are running 90 frames, smooth as a baby's bottom. When I saw that in the changelog, I was like, oh, are you kidding? That's awesome. All right, let's do a little bit of field work. Oh, let's cultivate. You can use this limpkin. American Farmers Gaming, what is up, my fine sir? There's a lot of other changes that are a part of 1.6. We will surely see a full change log on Tuesday when that update drops. The link? What link? Oh, explanation's not working? Alright, let's hold on. Let's go over here and see if Streamlabs has decided to disable itself. Bot is on. Alright, let me turn it off and turn it back on. Let's see if it's going to answer now. Ah, I've kicked it. I said, wake up, you little bot. There we go. Get to town. What are you? Looks like a certain someone I know. Oh, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Make windrows. That's what I want. I want windrows. We were talking about balers. Let's get a baler out here. Oh, the square balers require too much ponies. Too many ponies. We'll have to go down something smaller. It's okay. Where's our 7? Oh, it says welcome. Oh, neat. I didn't even notice that. So under the steering wheel, we have our light indicators. No, there's no Kubota baler. Not yet. There may be a Kubota baler when the iconic mod releases a mod pack. Breezy, I have no idea. I can't tell you that supposedly the Realismus modding group has, I wouldn't necessarily say disbanded, but they did make a post a while back, basically implying that various individuals within the Realismus group were basically busy with their own projects, and that at the time there wasn't a plan in the works for seasons for FS22. Now, that's not saying that someone else might not pick that up. Turn on auto draw. There we go. It's just cruising along. If you had it with the 3-point configuration, I'm sure it could. Ultimately, it comes down to whatever the horsepower requirement is for whatever you've got connected. So we're going to go through the rundown at the shop again here at the top of the hour. But listen to that thing. It's nice and quiet. Quality comfort cab. Jolette John, welcome. Oh, speaking of that, I got all excited. I forgot something. This video is brought to you by Big Phil and Aaron Jest. Thank you for being farm barons. Some days I get excited. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the shop. Right. Close enough to the top of the hour. So we're going to go down here to mods and DLCs. Once again, we're going to go to the Kubota pack. So we have the M5 series, the M6, M7, and 8. We have 4 tractors. Then we have the R640 front loader. Then we have the SSV 75 skid steer and the SLV 97-2 skid steer. Then we have the Sidekick. Then we have the 4-seater side-by-side and a pair of front loader arms. That is what is included with the Kubota pack. Now, as far as the M5 goes, we have 92 horsepower, or we can get it in a 106 horsepower configuration. We can get with front weights or no front weights, or some level of interim of front weights. We have Trelleborg tires, Vertestein tires, and we can add the Azara Compact Pro should we so wish. The M6, we can get it with a 104 horsepower, 141 horsepower, 132, 114. Front loader attachment for the small Kubota front loader. We can get it with 3-point front, or we can get it with 450 kilogram weights, 360, 270, 180, 90 kilogram, or no front weights but the front weight bar. Tons upon tons of wheel configurations. Basically, we have standard wheel weights, wide width weights, narrows, we have rear twins, we have twins all around, and we have Trelleborg tires, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vertestein, and Nokian tires. And pretty much most of all of those tire configurations have the same configuration options for the M6. As far as the M7 goes, it is available 128 horsepower, 148 horsepower, 168 horsepower. We have the option of a front loader attacher, yes or no. Now this is going to be for the larger front loader. We have the 3-point hitch option, or we can go with front weight bar. And we have 90 kilogram increments. Once again, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450 kilograms, 540 kilograms. We can get it with EU warning signs on the rear, or take those darn things off. Then we have a choice of standard tires, wheel weights, wides, wide width weights, narrow tires. I like the M6 and the M7 narrows. They're not super narrow. They're not super narrow like we see on some tractors. The M5 is an orchard tractor. In fact, it's got on the side narrow listed on it. Then we also have narrow rear twins. We have narrow front and rear twins. We have regular rear twins and regular twins all around. We have Trelleborg tires, Michelin, Continental, Vertestein, and Nokian tire options. And then probably what everyone's favorite tractor is going to be is the M8. This thing is 180 horsepower or 200 horsepower if you go with the M8 201 engine. You can get it with the Azara Compact Pro passive sensors if you run with precision farming. Front loader attacher for the large front loader. You get 3-point hitch, 400 kilogram, 360, 320, 280, 240, 200, 160, 120, 80, and 40 kilogram front weights. And then we have standard tires, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, wide tires 2, wide tires 2 with weights, rear twins, twins all around, rear twin wider tires, twin all around wider tires, and narrows. And I do not like these narrow tires. I wish they were the same ones that we saw on the 7 and the 6. We have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, Nokian tires, and communal or wide tires. I love this tread pattern. There we go. Then we move into the wheel loader. We have Trelleborg standard, or we could get front twin wheels. Front twin wheels. And then we have Vredestein. I like these tires just because they are different. Then we have our wheeled skid steer. We get it with standard. We can add then rear weights up to 135 kilograms or basically 300 pounds of rear weight. Then we have the tracked variant. No options there. We have the 2-seater side by side. We can get it with a rear 3-point attachment. We can get it with a bull bar on the front also. And then we have the 4-seater. Now the 4-seater comes in 2 capacity options. First, the 280 capacity, which is the 4-seater. And you're going to notice when we change this to the 1000 capacity, this whole section is going to slide forward. The rear seats are going to fold up. And then the rest of the rear is going to basically fold down. And it is right here. So if we go to this, oops, there we go. Capacity 1000. So basically this is now laid down. The sides have folded out. And the rear seats have folded up. So this whole thing is basically slid forward. Just like that. Then we also get it with a 3-point on the rear. Design 1. Design 2 is a little bit of a bull bar. Design 3 adds a winch to that tower with a 14-month Farm Baron membership. Thank you very much, sir. And then we have our 2 front loader arms. No configuration options on those. So that was the quick and dirty rundown of everything that is included in the Kubota DLC. Here we have the M8 200 horsepower variant with the narrows. There we have the M8 with rear twins. I guess these are rear twin narrows, maybe. The guy driving looks... Does that guy look like Johnny Depp or not? Johnny Depp's running my tractor, man. Johnny Depp is running my tractor. No, Bloomfield is not part of the DLC. That would be amazing. Would it not? Bloomfield is a map that is coming out very, very soon to the Giants mod hub. I decided I was going to kind of do a 2-for-1 preview, if you will. You have the ability to drop that down. Power steering? Are you kidding me? But the details on this, just like the Antonio Carrillo DLC, the details on this is extra crazy. Go put this in our silo. Sure. We can do that. What are we going to attach? Guess we'll attach the soil tester. I don't think there is a workshop trigger here at the farm, so I have to put one down. Oh, I didn't need to do that because all these are leased. I'm gonna have to get another one. There we go. It connects. Not a whole lot of range of motion, but hey, it works. And this one is a little speed demon. 40 mphs. You know, this one's going to be part of the side-by-side races on Monday night. Little narrow tires, sure to lose traction. Let's go, let's see what happens. Oh, we need to put in that REA mod. This thing will be flipping like crazy. Ah, so visibility okay. Bloomfield is a modded map that is going to be coming to the Giants mod hub very, very soon. I was going to already do some preview streams of it this weekend, so I thought, what the hey, let's go ahead and combine these together. Come on. Unload. There we go. Yeah, while we're waiting for that to unload, let's go back to the map. Kind of dual purposing things. So here we have the map. In a new farmer mode, we own fields 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as the starting farm up here. We've got a lot of production going on down here. In fact, I've already bought all the production we have. Biogas plant, a bakery, grape processing unit, carpentry, oil mill, grain mill, cereal factory, sawmill, dairy, and spinnery. file size on the map is not large. That's about all I remember at the moment. Let me get over here and I'll take a look. There you go, 205 MBs for Mega Biscuits. Welcome to the M7. For all of your round baling needs. Amazingly little quiet tractor. Oh, we got strobe beacons. For all you beacon players. This is a standard sized map, yes. So the goal is to have it released for all platforms on or about July 1st. Of course, the Kubota DLC is going to be released for all platforms on June 28th. We're going to be doing a special live stream Monday night, June 27th, because as it turns out, Giants is going to release the DLC on their Giants eShop for PC players at midnight, June 28th, CET. It's going to release for console, Steam, and Epic at various times, likely on the 28th. But for the Giants eShop, it's going to release at midnight, the 28th, which for me, since I am 6 hours behind the Giants headquarters, that's going to be released at 6 p.m. my time on the 27th. So we're going to be able to live stream on the 27th at 8 p.m. The Kubota DLC will be live for folks from the Giants eShop, and we are going to have an absolute blast doing Kubota side-by-side races. Let's take a look.
Monday, June 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern, Kubota side-by-side racing to kick off the Kubota DLC for Farming Simulator 22. Prepare to be amazed as 10 brave souls battle to reign supreme as King Kubota. That's right, one night only, Monday, June 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern. More information can be found over at the FARMER-KLEIN Discord channel. Be there or be square.
So I had a chance to look at the tracks today. They are going to be, well, they are just great. It's going to be a hoot. I'm going to host it from here. So we're going to be able to support up to 16 people on the map, all racing. We're going to do single player side-by-side. I want to do side-by-side with the passenger script, so we have basically co-drivers. It's going to be an absolute hoot. The Giants DLC version will work with any PC distribution. So yes, it will work with Steam, it will work with Epic, it will work with digital download or physical media. In fact, in FS17 and 19, I had the Steam version of the game, but anytime DLC was released, I bought it from the Giants eShop. That way I could get it right away and basically do live streams of it right on release night. REA would be awesome to race with. Tiki would crash like every minute. But no, sadly, we will not be racing with REA. We want to complete at least one lap in the 2 hours that we have to go. So we are giving away a copy of the Kubota DLC on Tuesday, or should I say Monday, June 27th at 10 p.m. We're going to be giving away the Giants eShop copy. So the giveaway is open to anyone that is a PC player. Now, if you already have the Year 1 Season Pass, you don't need to worry about it because it is a part of that Year 1 Season Pass. If you do not have the Season Pass and you have not pre-ordered the Kubota DLC, then why not give your chance at possibly winning a copy from me? There is a pinned comment with a link to gleam.io. Go ahead and sign up for the giveaway. Like I said, we'll be doing a drawing on June 27th at 10 p.m. All right, Rabbit Man, catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have enjoyed it. The M7's got some nice turning radius combined with this baler. Well, I don't think the Penroth goes more than 4 miles an hour. I don't think it's going to jump anywhere. So what types of other things do you all want to see related to the Kubota DLC? We'll try to show that off. We did get the final fact sheets today. Here we have the M8. Guess I need to use the M6 or something. Oh, sure, we can. Not a problem. So here we have the M8, right? Hop out, take a look at it. This is the 200 horsepower configuration. I thought this was really cool. So that is a fill gauge for our hydraulic oil. Goes under those steps. Get up to the farm over here where we have some of the other tractors. Alright, we want to get the little cultivator for the M5. Okay. Chris, we're going to be doing a map video on the Polish map in the morning. I've already recorded it, and it is scheduled for morning. Right after this live stream, in about an hour, actually, we're going to be doing a premiere of the East Vineland map. Sorry, the East Vineland map. Got that video recorded today also. All right, let's get a grape technology. Olive technology. So over here we have the little M5 narrow, as you can see on the tractor. This is for our vineyards and our groves. This one doesn't have any beacons. There you go. Raise it. Lower it. Raise it up. Just notice the exhaust actually goes down. It almost looks like there's hydraulic hookups there for a front loader attachment, but that is not here in the shop configuration. So we can find the M5 and M6 under small tractors. So here we have the M5. We have Trelleborg tires or Vredestein tires. Front weight up to 450 kilograms or no front weight. We have 92 horsepower engine or 106 horsepower engine, a manual transmission. You get the Azara Pro on that. That is all of the options for the M5. But yeah, that's interesting. I guess that's the battery box down there. Interesting, the exhaust coming down as opposed to up. Wonder why that would be designed that way. Then we have the M6. We have standard tires, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, narrow tires, and these are the nice narrow tires. They're not super skinny. Then we have rear twins, twins all around, and then we have it in Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, and Nokian tires. We can get a 3-point front weight, or we can get a weight bar, or we can get weights in 90 kilogram increments, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450. And then we have a front loader attachment for the Kubota front loader. And then we have engine 106, or the M6 101, which is 104 horsepower, the 111, which is 114, 131, which is 132 horsepower, and the 141, which is actually, shockingly, 141 horsepower. Then we can get, again, the Azara Pro Compact on it. Then under medium tractors, or of course the Kubota DLC page, we have the M7. The M7 continues the tractor tire choices of standard, wheel weights, wide with weights, narrows. Again, we have decent sized narrows on that one. Rear narrow twins, twins narrows all around. Rear wide twins all around. Then we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, Nokian tires. We have warning signs on or off. If you are EU based, you might want them on. If not, then you turn them off. We have front 3-point, or we could go with a weight bar. Or we can add weights in 90 kilogram increments. Once again, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, 540. We can add a front loader attachment for the larger Kubota front loader. Then we have the 132 engine, which is 128 horsepower. The 152 engine, which is 148 horsepower. The 171 engine, which is 168 horsepower. And we can add the Azara Pro again if you're playing with precision farming. And then the big M8 we have in standard tires, wheel weights, wides with weights, wide tires 2, wide with weight 2, rear twins, twins all around, wide rear twins, wide twins all around, narrow tires, but I don't like these. They're a little bit too narrow. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Viertestein, Nokian tires in communal and wide. We get a front 3-point, or we can get a weight bar. Then we can add them in 40 kilogram increments here. We have 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400. And then back to our 3-point, we have a front loader attacher for the big front loader. 180 horsepower engine or 200 horsepower engine. And the Azara Compact Pro once again. Then we have a wheel loader, or sorry, a front loader in the Kubota R640 in Trelleborg or front twins, or we can go to Viertestein. We get a little different tire pattern there. Then we go down to our skid steers, and we have the wheeled skid steer where we can get additional weights. 40 fill at 5 kilograms, 90 and 135 kilogram front weights or rear weights. We have a tracked version. And then we move down to our cars where we have the 2 side-by-sides, the Sidekick, our front bar, we get a rear 3-point on that, and then we have our 4-seater option with a 280 capacity, or we can go to 1,000 capacity. The rear seat slides forward, and this folds down to get an extra bed capacity there, or we can add a 3-point on the rear. On the front, we can get design 1, we can get design 2 with a kind of a bull bar, or we can add a front winch. The winch is just visual. It is not actually functional. And that is all of the choices. 30 Bart Farms. How's it go? Oh. How about we don't drive into a tree? Let's go get the, here we are, the M6. Front loader, bale spike. Let's go see if she's got enough junk in the trunk. Pick up a big straw bale on the M5. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. What do we have here? That, I don't know what that is. It's something. That might be the def tank, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what that is. Don't know. I know the tree just ran right out in front of me. I stab you. Oh, I pick you up. Oh, look at that. She handles a bale like she's been around the circus for a little bit. Ray, June 28th. June 28th, Ray. Tuesday. Kubota DLC releases for everybody on Tuesday. A double barrel. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Just get a little light in the rear. Oh, the M6. This is the one with the rumble. What's that engine rumble? It's like, what is going on? Visibility's pretty good on these things. Oh, yeah. Well, of course, but we're just trying things out. We're not trying to actually be legit. But man, M6 has got a rumble to it. I like that they all sound different, right? They're not all the same. Depth housing. So yeah, we got a depth and fuel tank here on the left side of the M8. On the right side, that is hydraulic oil under those steps. The detail is very attentive. I agree. I found it funny. Today there was a comment. Related to someone that said that they had thought the Kubota DLC was out already. But they then said to them, they then qualified that statement with basically saying that they really haven't been paying that much attention to Farm Sim 22 recently. And then went on to make what they considered an expert statement in how Giants needs to catch up with modders with respect to details and functionality. That somehow modded vehicles are far superior than Giants DLC stuff. And that's so tempting. So tempted to say to the guy, well, you just said that you haven't been following Farm Sim recently, yet you then go and make this qualitative statement that Giant stuff is no good compared to modders. How can you make such a qualified statement when you yourself have just said you are not following the situation? So, yeah. I guess you're living in the past. You're maybe one of those guys that figures that Farm Sim 22 is Farm Sim 19, which was 17, which is no different than 15, which in itself was simply 13. And ultimately, we're all playing Farm Sim 09. We've bought the game now 7 or 8 times. We've been completely fooled by giants because Farm Sim 09 is no different than Farm Sim 22. I mean, if you want to believe that, you can go right ahead. I have some oceanfront property right next to Notre Dame. If you'd like to go to Notre Dame and also have, you know, some beachfront property, I have some. I'd like to sell you. But I think, yeah, I think the Kubota DLC is really good. The Antonio Cario pack was pretty awesome. The AGI bins were pretty cool for being a free DLC. Gaming Joy, what is up? Yeah, finally. Harvested for 2 fields. Let's go do some. See if this wheel loader will pick up a bale. Who here uses these little wheel loaders? Many people use these dedicated wheel loaders for much. I don't know who designed the exhaust on this tractor, but I like it. And Jim is still hanging out. Go see. Not the fastest thing. Oh, we do have, look, we got articulated rotation also. That's pretty cool. Not just articulated left and right, we rotate. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah. She's got stuff in the rear. Oh, we got a limited range. Not a huge range left and right rotation on the front, but we can see a little bit there. You can see there's bump stops. Skid steer time. And the animations when you get in. Little seat thing folding down. Bloomfield is based in Eastern Canada. Brunswick. There you go. We do have custom license plates. New Brunswick license plates. That works pretty good. Can't see where I'm going. The Canadians are smart. They don't use John Deere at all. I don't think the UTV... I guess the littler UTV would. Alright, let's go. Switch out for the other skid steer. We'll put that on the UTV. Although, I don't know if the rear is big enough. Scraps. Where's the tracks? There it is. We're not getting this one? Yeah, that one falls down too. Okay. We also have Kubota Clothing. You haven't noticed, we're wearing some Kubota Clothing. No doubt this one will work just fine. It's bigger than the other one. Bigger and slower. And poke it. Dirt on the tracks. It is blistering 7 mphs. I don't think. No, it's fuel. Yeah, I see. Oh. She's a little big. She's a little big, boys. Oh, now I bet you I'll get her to roll. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my gosh, it's incredibly stable. All right, we're gonna get her up to speed. And full turn. Oh, we did it. and we stick the landing. Oh! Crowd goes wild! Oh, where's my two-wheel achievement? Anybody can roll in SnowRunner. It takes true talent to roll in. Oh, yes! It takes true talent to roll in Farm Sim without the aid of some piddly mod. There we go. Well, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. Here's our M8 with duals. We sent it out here to cultivate. Which it did a mighty fine job of. From what I understand, there are bales on the course, so they can get knocked in the way. We can have avoid obstacles. Yeah, it's doing a good job. Back to the M7. So guys, just to wrap up here, we've got the giveaway, the Gleam.io link. And if you are a PC player, if you don't have the Year 1 Season Pass, why not give a shot? See if you can win a copy. Sign up for the Gleam.io giveaway. We will be giving away one more copy. We have given away 6 DLCs so far in the last 6 weeks. This will be the last Kubota giveaway that we are going to be doing on release night, June 27th at 10 p.m. If you have the Year 1 Season Pass, then you already own the Kubota DLC. It will either be downloaded automatically for you, or you need to go to the Giants eShop if that is where you got your Year 1 Season Pass in order to download your Kubota DLC on June 28th after midnight CET. So check your own time zone and figure out when that might be for you. For me, midnight CET is at 6 p.m. on the 27th. So that is how we're going to be able to live stream on the 27th at 8 p.m. and have people join us in multiplayer and have downloaded the eShop copy. If you have bought it off of Steam, then it will typically be released sometime midday on the 28th. Same with Epic. Do not know at this point in time when Sony or Microsoft are going to release it for the PlayStation or the Xbox. Now, there are no options to open and close things. There, we're just changing our wheel loader, but there are no options with respect to the tractors to open and close doors or anything like that. Jolette depends on where you got it from. And it's going to have the same behavior as the Antonio Cario DLC did. So depending on your platform, how did that work? I would guess it would automatically download on Steam. But again, Steam typically releases midday the following day, or basically June 28th. Yeah, these tractors just work out great. I think they have really good horsepower ranges. I mean, they're obviously not going to be for players that need to play with really big stuff. But to have tractors between the 100 and 200 horsepower range, that is going to fit an awful lot of sized equipment and play styles. I could very easily see someone's gameplay using only Kubota vehicles for their gameplay. Wouldn't be too terrible hard at all. In fact, you can make that a little bit of a challenge with this map itself when it does release for all platforms. There you can see the PDA of the map. 58 fields in all. Small, large, and medium-sized fields. Lots of production, lots of sell points. Custom growth calendar. Custom soil map. A very good yard tractor. The M6 will make an excellent yard tractor. The Kubota DLC will require version 1.6 of the game. That update will come out at the same time the DLC releases. So be sure to get that update. Also, 1.6 does correct the issue on PC with the problems related to the key bindings going away if you update a mod in-game. So that problem has been resolved. There are several other fixes in the changelog that relate to visual graphical improvements. And one new feature that has been added. I want to point your attention to the information in the upper left. Or let me do this to make it bigger, in the right. We have been playing all night at 90 frames per second locked. So typically Farm Sim is 60 frames a second. But there is an update feature in 1.6 that allows you, in the graphical options in the main menu, to change your frame rate limit from 30 to 60 to 90 to 120 to 144 and possibly higher than that. So if you have a decent sized graphics card, a 3000 series card, a pretty powerful 2000 series card, then you could bump your frame rate up. If you have a high hertz monitor, my monitor is 144 hertz, so this game has been smooth as butter with respect to appearing on the monitor here, because we are running at 90 frames versus 60. So if your GPU can handle it, then definitely look at possibly bumping your frame limit up to something greater than 60, especially if you have a monitor that works at greater than 60 hertz. Some other items in the changelog. In multiplayer, a new permission has been added to allow or not allow the cutting of trees. So that is kind of an interesting permission there. Unofficially, I understand that precision farming is going to be getting an update also on Tuesday. I don't quite know what's going to be changing with that or what's going to be getting fixed with that, but that is something that is also coming. Oops. Oops. Wrong button. Wow, that's an interesting camera view. Wow, oh, look at that. We're cycling through all kinds of cameras. There, that's what I was trying to do. 2070 Super. No, there's the new multiplayer permission that you can change to allow or disallow someone in multiplayer to cut trees. Yeah, this thing works great for picking up bales. Let's go pick up a couple more. Just stab it. We got 4 bales. 390, yeah. Go there and bump that frame rate limit. Get that GPU pumping. Make use of its power. Tech for disabled. Thank you very much, sir. So that is off the Giants eShop. You'll be able to download that midnight CET on the 28th. Compare that with respect to your own time zone to figure out when it's going to release. I mean, the guys out on the West Coast, right? They'll be able to possibly download it at 3 p.m. Monday afternoon. This is gas. This is fuel. Oh, well, there you go. 3 p.m. Washington State. 3 in the afternoon on a Monday. Yeah, I had no idea that this was articulated left and right between the front and the rear. Look at that. I knew it was articulated left and right, but not rotationally articulated. I'm sure that's not even the right term. We're doing such an awesome job stacking these bales. We're like professionals. Someone should pay me to play Farm Sim, right? Well, I guess we kind of do. Kubota X, what's a Lex 11C? What are those? Are those like skid steers? and stab. And I very much thank all the channel members for their contribution to the channel. There we go. So we are about to close out the live stream, but don't go anywhere, because after the live stream, you're going to get auto redirected to a premiere that's going to be happening in about 15 minutes time. So you do have just enough time to go get refreshed, grab some beverages, because we're going to do a live premiere of our East Vineland, New Jersey, USA map video that I got recorded earlier today. That was released, I believe, on Thursday. I believe it got released yesterday in the Giants Mod Hub. So if you haven't had a chance to check out that map yet, well then, why not check out that premiere? Like I said, it's going to be starting here in about 15 minutes. Sir Raznak is in the host. There we got our Kubota M8. Wait, let's listen to the horn. Oops. What's the horn? 9? No. Oh, we got a little baby horn. And then tomorrow morning, I have scheduled a release for the Polish map that dropped today. That is a long video, by the way. The Polish map video is a long one. I have to say, if I had the time, it would be a map that I would be definitely getting some playtime on. So we're going to go ahead and close out this stream, because, of course, Raz came by, and that means it's time to go. It's time to say goodbye to all of our dear friends. We're going to jump in this crazy sidekick and get the motor running. See how fast we get this puppy running. Be sure to tune in Monday night for the Kubota DLC launch party. Like I said, we're going to be doing side-by-side racing at Western Wilds Motorsport Park. A custom game save by our good friend of the channel, Dwayne, who has created 2 very awesome tracks that we will be racing side-by-sides in both single driver mode and hopefully in driver and co-driver mode using the passenger script. But again, don't go away, because as soon as the stream ends, we're going to get redirected to the premiere that's going to be starting in 15 minutes. I'll catch you guys over there. And until next time, happy farming.